Hey guys, it's Brad M73 here. Welcome back to Star Citizen, and well, my next look at the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2954. Today's day 5. This is RSI, so today's the 26th. It'll run until 11 a.m. Eastern Time in the United States on the 27th. So yeah. Let's see. Tomorrow is Argo, Consolidated Outland, Grey Cat and Kruger, followed by Drake, Origin, Anvil Aerospace, and Best in Show. And then we've got a few days for the finale there. So let's take a look, because this is RSI Day. This is the day that most people have been waiting for a very long time, and that is the release of the RSI Polaris. Now, we did see it from the outside back at Invictus Launch Week earlier in 2024. I think it was back in May of 2024. So that was really cool, but now we get to see the almost finished product. And I say almost because there's a couple details on this ship that still aren't completed. One being the captain's quarters. If you actually go up into, it's actually right behind the bridge. If you go back a couple doors, you'll see a door that's got like a padlock on it that's X'd out. And that's actually the captain's quarters. And they still can't get in there. So some people were hoping it would be completed by today, but apparently it's not. So, oh well. Flanking the Polaris, we've got the Zeus CL, which is the cargo variant of the Zeus. I think I went over these in a different video. I can't remember. Hello. I gotta run and jump. So it's basically just got a larger cargo bay, and then this is probably the Zeus ES, which is going to be the Explorer variant. Oh, so cool. I mean, just look at this. This is like the landing gear for the Polaris. It's like half the size of the Zeus. I just love this game and how all the ships are built to, you know, realistic dimension, or somewhat realistic dimensions. Yeah, so you can see like right in here, like these I guess it's the component modules are kind of brought in a little bit further. I mean, technically they could still do it, but I guess maybe they're bringing them in because there's additional fuel tanks behind those walls. So yeah, you can go and rent the Polaris right now, absolutely free. I'm not sure if you get to keep it for 24 or 48 hours, but somewhere in that time frame. This is just the cargo bay. Above this ceiling is the hangar bay, but I'm not going to do a full tour of it. But look at the torpedo bays. 7 torpedoes each, total of 28. I think they could probably fit way more torpedoes on there if they really wanted to. But we're going to take a quick look at the other halls really quick. I don't want to make this long and drawn out. And I am going to, at some point, do a full tour of the Polaris. Hopefully, once we get the captain's quarters in there. But I don't know. I might do one before then, because we don't have an ETA on when the captain's quarters are going to be in. Could be later this week. Could be with 4.0. I just do not know. So yeah, we've basically just got halls 2 and 3 open, as well as the lower level with the Holo suite. We've got the Auroras in here, as well as the Mantis, which is the interdiction ship. So that's the Mantis right there. I think it's got the, I don't know if it's the interdiction field. I don't think I can't remember if it pulls ships out of quantum. It definitely will prevent them from jumping into quantum. But yeah, here's all the Auroras. I really wish they would do like a complete overhaul of these. I've said it for years. I think this is probably one of the ugliest ships in the game. However, the cheapest starter ship is the Aurora MR, and I still kind of recommend this one over all the other ones if you're going to spend, you know, $40 to $45. These I think are on sale. Actually, I'm not sure. I'd have to check the pledge store right now. But these are usually on sale for like $40.50 as a game package, and that'll get your foot in the door. These are actually real. The reason why I like these especially if you're into dogfighting and doing space combat, is they come with the 2 guns up front, but you have hard points out here on the wings where you can add 2 more. So you can essentially double the firepower. It's really super fast. You can get a pretty decent military shield on it and upgraded components relatively cheap. You'll be able to fight your way through to get those fairly easily if you're just doing bounties. But there's other variants that you can purchase too, like the Aurora LN, which is the fighter variant. The LX, this I think is a Pathfinder, which I think this is kind of the luxury, maybe supposedly the luxury variant. I don't know. Let's see. Discerning pilot. LX features patent leather interior to agree. Yeah, so it's kind of like slightly more luxurious than the other version, like the base version. So yeah, here is this little quantum dampener doohickey on the back there, and it spins up and on the Mantis, and it creates a quantum dampening effect that keeps the ship, other ships, enemy ships, hopefully, from jumping into quantum. Stop ships dead in their track with RSI's premier quantum enforcement ship. So yeah, it looks like it'll pull ships out of quantum, and it'll prevent them from, jumping away as well. Let's see. We also have, this Aurora CL, which is the cargo variant. I think it just has 2 more SU of cargo. And then which one is this one? The ES. So this is another Explorer. And yeah, nothing too incredibly expensive or special. I actually have a Aurora ES that I got for free for some reason. So very occasionally, maybe like once or twice a year, I'll pull it out because I have to get from point A to point B for some reason. We're going to come up around the corner. We'll head to the next hall, which was what? Hall 3. I believe we have the Scorpii in there, the Scorpius and the Scorpius Antares, as well as all 4 variants of the Constellation series. So pretty cool. I really like I like the look of the Constellations. I actually have a model, the original Star Citizen model that they gave, or well, they didn't give it away. They sold it like 10 years ago, and I found one on eBay, brand spanking new, and I jumped on it, and I'm really glad I got it. It's really cool. It's up on my up on my shelf right now somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's up next to my USS Enterprise. So it would basically be not that I think it's the version in the very back center, but these are Mark IVs, I think. Let's see, does it say which one it is? It just says Constellation Aquila. I do own a Constellation Aquila. Does it say? Let's see. I'm trying to look to see if there's like a mark number on it. We'll have to run to the back. So this is the this is the Scorpius Antares. It doesn't have the top turret. See how this one has a top turret, but it has additional missile launchers, so it holds more missiles. No. I take that back. What am I thinking of? This one has the EMP. Yes, this one has the EMP. My bad. I'm trying to remember if I own one of these. I know I have a base Scorpius. I can't remember if I ever bought an Antares. Let's see. This looks like the Constellation Taurus. Yes, that's correct. So this is the cargo variant. Definitely super popular. Okay, yeah. Here's the Mark IV. These are all Mark IVs. Here it says MK4. The model of the Constellation I have is based on this ship right here, just the base Andromeda, but it's a Mark III. So what the Mark III was, it was the older design in Star Citizen of the Constellations. So once they went to kind of like the live persistent universe environment, they kind of redid it a little bit and made things better, and that turned into the Mark IV. So this is kind of like the base Andromeda, the Taurus, the Aquila, which is like the science exploration variant, and then the luxury version, which has a up here in the top, it's got like a big luxury area. There's like a bar in there, big meeting room, luxury suites and things like that. I think I own one of these as well. And very, very nice ships all around. Yeah, the Constellation Phoenix. And so that's pretty much all of the ships that are on the show floor. I'm going to go downstairs. We're going to take a look at the Holo suites really quick. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else down there. I love how it still has the map up from the 23rd and 24th of November. There have been like a lot of weird issues in this year's IAE. Most people were expecting it to be like previous years where each vendor was up for 48 hours instead of 24 hours. And yeah, that was not the case. So that was kind of weird. Each vendor gets 1 day, 24 hours, and they move right on. I think they did that many years ago, and then on the very last day or two, they brought all the halls back. But see, that was like years ago. Oh, these are the Ursas. So you've got the RSI Lynx, which is like the luxury variant of the Ursa. The Ursa Medevac. These are really handy. You've got your bed, which can be a spawn point. It can heal tier 3 injuries, but not 2 and 1. I think it's just a tier 3 bed. And then the baseline Ursa rover right here. So let's see. Yeah, we've got the Perseus here. I think they're actually going to... Now that the Polaris is done, I think the Perseus is going to be the next up on the list of ships to come out from RSI. Let's see. We have the Galaxy. The Galaxy might come after... the Galaxy is going to come after the Perseus, but I'm not really sure how much longer after the Perseus. So a lot of the design language for RSI ships is kind of finished, and it's basically just building out all the ships. So this is going to be kind of like the modular ship. You know, you can do cargo with it, combat. I think they're even going to have a building module for it, so you'll be able to do base building with it to some degree. There's the Arastra here, which is the mining ship. And I think I own one of those. And then the Apollo Triage. And they don't have the Medevac on here, probably because it's about the same ship, but a little bit different. That's the medical ship, so I think it's going to be a little bit smaller or pretty close to the size of a constellation, but I think it's a little bit smaller. Just kind of looking at the bridge section up there, might be a little bit shorter or something. But that's it. That's it for day 2 of the Intergalactic Aerospace Expo 2954. I'm going to run back up and take one last look at the Polaris. It's finally in game after all these years. And it's really awesome. It's a really fun multi-crew ship.
Attention visitors to the
and
please take care of viewing the vehicles on display.
I think they are for sale. I think the concierge and the cash standalone version is like $850 now. I almost want to tab out of the game to double check. And then, actually, it probably shows me in my email. It's probably like, why don't you buy another Polaris, Brad? I'd be like, I already did buy a Polaris. I don't know what you're talking about. And they're like, no, you didn't buy one because... Oh, yeah, you did buy one. I actually own one. I also own an Idris, and the Polaris is now a loaner for the Idris. Great, my email's not updating, so... we'll see. We'll see what that happens. But anyway, just go onto the RSI website. You'll see there's a page for the Polaris. Oh wait, now it's updating. Let's see. Yeah, I bought the Polaris skins. Take on Titans with RSI's new ship, the Polaris. Well, it says fly now. Let's see. I'm gonna look. Look at that monster. It looks really cool flying through space too. I'll just say that. Oh, hello. Okay, so yeah, $850 war bond with 10 years of insurance. And then standalone is $975. So it is definitely not a cheap ship. Unfortunately, because it's under $1,000, you cannot get LTI or lifetime insurance for it, which really sucks. Yeah. I don't even think the concierge version includes lifetime insurance. I could be wrong on that. I'd have to double check, but for some reason I don't think it does. But it is definitely a monster. It's a lot of fun to go out into space and just EVA around it and kind of look in all of the nooks and crannies. I haven't found any Easter eggs or anything like that. I was kind of, thinking that maybe there would be like a Pico or something like that hidden somewhere, but yeah, I have not found one. So that is it for today. Day number 5, RSI day of the 2954 Intergalactic Aerospace Expo. There is a free fly. You can still create an account absolutely free. You can use my referral link down in the video description. Give it a try. It'll be absolutely free until the 5th of December. And then if you want to pick up a game package after that, you can use the same account. You just go to the pledge store, buy one of the game packages, whichever one you want, and get started in Star Citizen. And we're getting really close to the release of 4.0. It's definitely going to hit PTU in December. I don't know if it'll go live in December or maybe early January. It just kind of depends on how much progress they make on 4.0. But right now is a very exciting time in Star Citizen. We're getting the new Star Citizen, or the new Star System Pyro, and it's just going to be really freaking cool. So, like, share, comment, and subscribe. Pick up a free Let's Play or a free fly if you've not played it before. It's definitely worth it. And we'll see you back tomorrow. And I think, what is it? Consolidated Outland and, I don't know, a bunch more. Rewind back to the beginning of the video. You'll figure it out. I believe in you guys. I'm Brad M73. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye for now.